All right, good morning, everybody. Hack. Here we go. With the Hormone Hack weight loss program, how was everybody's weekend? I hope it was very, very good. So, today I wanted to just talk to you about some things I heard over the weekend. And so I wanted to just put it out there and just say, hey, when it comes to weight loss, genetics is not to blame for not being able to lose the weight. And for some of you, that's going to be a surprise. And for some of you, that's going to be a relief because you've struggled. So I just want you to know that I totally understand that concept. And I understand it because I've thought that too. Like when I was trying to lose weight, I just couldn't lose weight. Or, we have certain people in our lives that are like, well, they just kind of got bad genetics and they were dealt kind of this hand where they weren't able to start to get the weight off. But the truth of the matter is genetics is just one small part of the whole puzzle of why we can't lose weight. It is not the primary, right? So it's like, I don't know. Let's just say, you can't see it. The boat, the boat's behind us, but let's just say that the boat started to sink and we had a big hole in the boat and we knew it was there, but we were looking at a smaller hole elsewhere. Like, that has to be why the boat is sinking with water instead of the big one. So, you put the focus on the small part when really it's not the truth in it. So, and here's just an example of what I'm trying to say is like, okay, how many people do you know who have let's just say sisters? Let's say, do you know a sister who is like maybe known as the skinny sister, and then they have another sister who is just the bigger sister, right? So why is it, if genetically one's struggling and the other one's not, why are they both not struggling? You know what I'm saying? So, there are studies out there. Harvard's got a bunch. Even the CDC said, hey, genetics plays a disposition, it gives you a disposition for it, but it doesn't mean it is the complete blame for not being able to lose weight. And that is so just, that's just great news. So, you're going to have the one group of people over here that say, no, it is the cause. And so they're going to go on their life and they're just going to basically give up because they're going to say, it's just impossible. It's genetic. I'm not going to be able to reverse the diabetes. I'm not going to be able to reverse the blood pressure, the cholesterol, or any of these things. And then you got the other people over here that are like, hey, I've thought about it because, why is it that I can lose weight and like my sister can't? You know what I mean? Because our environments are different. We have triggers that we're born with, but a lot of those triggers never manifest. And if you can overcome the triggers and keep those triggers from being impacted environmentally, that is where you leverage your health above being able to say that that's where it just proves genetics just isn't true. It can be a disposition, but it doesn't have to manifest itself into your life. And if it has manifested yourself in your life, the good news is it can absolutely be reversed. And that is where I teach that strategy. And the biggest, most important one is the timed eating. You've got to put timed eating in there. It is the absolute holy grail of being able to start reversing those things and taking those dispositions that may be there and putting them back in their place. We put them in a drawer, we lock it away, we put them away. Okay, we put the cray away. And that's what this is all about. So if you've wondered, or if you've thought, or if you've even it just torments your brain that, I can't shake this weight and I'm the heaviest I've ever been, and it's because my mom is overweight or my dad's overweight and their mom and dad are overweight, so I'm just doomed forever. Let me tell you, that is absolutely not true. And it is only a small part of the puzzle. And environmental, the nutrients in our food, all of these triggers, you're just more sensitive to the triggers. And when we can take those triggers, now that we know what they are, which is the hidden crap in our food, the additives and the preservatives, the over 10,000 new toxins that have been put in the environment since World War II that your body is sensitive to, because it's showing the sensitivity. That's why you're struggling. We can take those, now that we're aware of it, we can put them back in the drawer, shut them down, lock them away, and then we implement the strategy. And in the next videos this week, I'm going to walk you through that strategy, and it comes out of section 1 of the Hormone Hack Lifetime program. We'll walk through it. I'm going to show you that you don't have to be a victim of your genetics. You are absolutely not a victim of your genetics. Your genetics are only just those things that you're born with that need triggers to manifest themselves, and we can take those triggers and we can put them away, and we can absolutely reverse this thing, and you can have what you want. And that idea that you're stuck in that place forever is no more. Okay, but in the meantime, if you want to get into my free stuff and you're not in it, go to thehormonehack.com/hacks. Get my free ebook on how to eliminate belly fat. That there is going to be the setup for what I'm going to talk about later this week. That also comes out of that first section of the Hormone Hack membership program, the lifetime program, but it is your foundation, because as you walk through your journey, you've got to go back to the foundation, because that's just where, when triggers can come up, you go back to it and you smash it back down, and that's where you're going to smash it back down. So that is what I want to talk to you about today, and that should be great news for any of you that have struggled, because you know what, my mom is a type 1 diabetic, and that seems to have followed through generations of people in our family. But I will tell you this, I have 3 siblings, there's 4 of us in our family, and none of us have type 1 diabetes. None of us have type 2 diabetes, and all 4 of us have different shapes and sizes, even though we were raised in the same environment and we live in a certain environment. I have a twin sister who I think she said she was on, it's in the podcast, I think she said that she was on some blood pressure medication. Well, if that high blood pressure was genetic, why am I not on it? She is my identical twin. We have the same DNA. We have the same blood type. We came from the same cell. You know what I mean? So why am I not having these issues? And that's just one of several examples I can give you of why genetics is just a small part of it, and it is not the big picture. It is the environmental stuff, it's the impact stuff, and we can absolutely suppress that. So I hope this video helps you. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight what we're going to get into, and I hope more than anything that gives you some hope and gives you a little bit of clarity too, because as you're going forward in all this, you're going to have to remember these things, and they will absolutely help you and propel you into your journey. And a lot of this is just going to be simple steps we walk through, and it's a rinse and repeat system, and it is absolutely transformational, and you will get what you want out of your results. You will. So I'm so glad you guys tuned in today. If you like this video, comment on it, share it. If you want to see or listen to the podcast with the interview with my sister, go to the podcast. It's in the cover page of my page here, the anchor.fm/the hormone hack, and you can listen to the full episode there. Subscribe to it so you can catch the episodes, because I do new ones every week. And then make sure you're hopping on YouTube. I put the videos on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, and I'm also on LinkedIn, and I've been doing a little bit on TikTok. I need to get back to that, because I've been kind of slacking there. So anyway, happy Monday, have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.